FLD's sole business is vehicle remarketing. Their approach is to buy the vehicle from the fleet at a fair market value so the fleet knows upfront what their net profit or loss will be on each individual vehicle.
By independent, I mean that we are solely, we are a privately held organization, independent from any auction atmosphere or leasing company atmosphere. The sole business, our core business, is vehicle remarketing. FLD is at risk, so we are taking ownership of each vehicle that we are processing. If the vehicle is a company-owned asset, we would make the check or the wire transfer directly to that company or entity. If the vehicle is a leased asset or open-end lease, we would then negotiate or provide a fair market value to the client or the fleet manager, and then forward the proceeds to the lien holder or leasing company in most cases.
What channels do you use?
We use a variety of channels, and I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions of a wholesaler or independent third-party remarketing agent. We take every extreme as far as to ensure that we are getting the optimum dollar, because at the end we are purchasing the asset and we are the rightful owner. But by doing so, that allows us to pay more for each individual asset. So in our process, we do, if the vehicle meets the requirements, we will do a retail type transaction after we have ownership of the vehicle. We do provide an employee sales portal for our fleet managers to offer the vehicles back to their employees. We also do a brokering or also a sales tax transaction where they can trade a vehicle that may be in Duluth, Minnesota, and they are acquiring a vehicle in North Carolina. We will trade that vehicle for them in conjunction working with their delivering dealer. It allows them to sell an underutilized asset in a different part of the country and purchase their asset and highly or in the market where they need to put it into service. The difference is, with us being the buyer of the vehicle, you know up front on what your profit or your loss is going to be on that individual tangible asset. The considerations that are already taken into account for that vehicle price that we're providing to you is the transportation or reconditioning or even any type of sales fee or auction fee or lessor admin fee is already taken into account to that purchase price. So there's no hidden or late charges coming back for when you're doing your post-sale reconciliation. I think one of the biggest obstacles in the industry that we've had to overcome is that many fleet managers are selling their vehicles and just sending them through the auction lanes, and then whatever it may be or the return that was received, they're doing a post-sale reconciliation, sometimes 60, 90 days after the fact. I know I wouldn't sell my personal vehicle that way, and I don't know anybody that would. And it's part of just an education process that FLD is providing out there, is that we're providing you a fair market value or a current market value of what the market will bear on that each individual asset. And this is free of any expenses as far as transportation and sales fees, as I mentioned before. It is a net transaction, and it allows them to say yes or no to the price. They're not committed to it.